Protech Startup Showcase. This program that was created by the Puerto Rico Trade and Export Company, funded by the U.S. Small Business Administration, specifically the Federal and State Technology Partnership Program, FAST, allowed us to provide the technical capacity, seed capital, shared office space to startups that are beginning to grow within the community. The fact that we were able to bring these angel investors from all over the United States, particularly from New York, it's creating a buzz for Puerto Rico, for the benefit of Puerto Rico. And this, I believe, is going to give the winners that are going to attend South by Southwest in March 2016 an amazing opportunity to increase their network, to be able to access capital, access mentorship, access to new advisors. So we are extremely grateful to the community, to organizations such as Guayacan Group, Founder Institute, that had supported the program from the very beginning.
So I've been working the last 5 years in developing a tech ecosystem in Chile, which finally developed one of the top 20 most important tech ecosystems in the world. And I developed some sort of expertise that bring me to Puerto Rico to help and add value in a global way to the Puerto Rican ecosystem. And I think Puerto Rico had everything that it takes to become a powered platform to connect startups from different markets and to create startups in Puerto Rico to scale globally. And I think conferences and events like H3, more than just attend to an event, is to get feedback from your startup, is get connections, so you can be able to develop an idea from a concept stage to a business development stage. Like you can validate your idea while you are in an event. You can get feedback from different people, and you can meet amazing people. Here you have big executives of big corporations. You have investors that are coming from New York City, New York. You have entrepreneurs that have done amazing things in the ecosystem. So you have the access to a huge opportunity. And I think if we leverage on that, on the position that Puerto Rico has today, this can transform itself as an amazing ecosystem globally, not only locally.
My name is Sofia Stolberg. I am co-director of Founder Institute Puerto Rico, and we are here at the H3 Tech Conference. We just listened to our best startups pitch to both local and international investors, and we're really excited about this opportunity. It's important that our ecosystem grows, and this is a very big step for us. Making sure that our startups get the exposure that they need to be able to scale and grow their companies at an international level is really what we are trying to accomplish here today.
The importance of these events is to be able to connect Puerto Rican startups with investors who might not only be able to provide financing, but will also connect them to their networks and allow them to reach a global scale with their businesses.
So I went to Bogota, Colombia 2 years ago and judged their pitch events. You guys are like 10 times better. I was like so impressed with the quality of the startups. I think you're really on a roll. And you don't have to worry. I keep hearing people say they're worried about things are tough here and it's just an island. If you look at what Dublin, Ireland is doing, and there is no doubt in my mind you're going to be just ultra successful. So my hat is off to everyone here in Puerto Rico.
No, so the pitches were great. I came all the way from New York, and I was surprised to see really founders that were well thought out, intelligent people that have had a lot of energy behind them, and traction too. I think that was a big thing. They really have been able to deploy their solutions in the market and figure out what works and what doesn't work.
Yeah, this ProTech Startup Showcase was really a phenomenal experience for me. I've been here almost a year, and since I've arrived, the level of startup activity has increased in a really positive way. When I first came, I saw a number of startups, but they really were immature companies, not very sophisticated in their thinking about how to present or how to get investment. But based on what I saw today at the showcase, we've come a long way. The quality of the companies I saw is very encouraging to me as a potential investor here, because I know that I can look forward to a good deal flow in the future. The other thing that I really got out of that event is the connections that we're creating. many organizations here in Puerto Rico came together to make that happen, including Guayacan, the H3, and of course Isabel's organization, Export and Commerce, as well as Piloto. All of these organizations are starting to work together to build the ecosystem. And now we have this opportunity to connect with a larger global community through this team of investors from New York. And what I'd like to do is then explore how that connection can create even more possibilities for future deal flow, for future startup activity here in Puerto Rico. And if we get the New Yorkers involved and looking at deals with us, if we can share in their deal flow, that sort of connection gives us a window into a whole world of new possibilities.
It was an excellent program. We were able to go to South by Southwest, being exposed to potential clients, potential investors. The program in its own has helped us a lot grow as a company. And literally being able to expose the product and finally launching the product right now.
What was really great about this program was that it was the first time that I recall where you take startups, whether just either ideas or early stage companies, and we went through a program where we got coached by actual angel investors. So that was really good, hearing first what angels are looking for in companies, and the process that we went through to get prepared for today. That was really good. We got 3 mentoring sessions with 3 different angels, so we got different perspective about our business, because you could be at home or in your office thinking that you're doing something awesome, but unless you show it and you share it with different people, you're not going to get good feedback. And that was what this program did. It just exposed us to professionals, people from the States, that just really gave us good, honest feedback.
And in terms of Puerto Rico, it gives us the leverage to exploit the real talent that Puerto Rico has. I mean, if it weren't for these programs, a lot of talent that's already there in the streets doesn't know what to do. So this program gives them a very big highway so they can accomplish their dreams.
The importance of these programs is really it enables the startups to connect with the capital and advice that they need in order to be able to accelerate and grow to become globally scalable companies. So programs like this enable them to facilitate those connections and be able to optimize and accelerate the rate at which those connections, meaningful connections, are made, not just for their companies, but also for the startup ecosystem.
Well, the experience has been great. The resource sources have been available. They're real angel investors that have brought us like the real key points in what investors are looking for and what do we need to focus on in our presentations.
So I love the energy of all the startups, the passion that they brought about the solution they're trying to solve and how they presented all the ideas to us investors. You could tell there's strong competency in the strengths that they have of how to present their ideas. And some of them, very well possibly, could become billion-dollar companies someday. And I love that.
This is my first time in Puerto Rico as an angel investor, and I had the opportunity to participate in the showcase. And I was absolutely impressed at the effort and the clear diligence that had been put into preparing the pitches and really trying to communicate what the business is about, the expertise and the experience of the team, and also just the runway and the future development they saw for their businesses. I think it takes a lot of precision, it takes a lot of thought, and it takes a lot of planning to be able to articulate in a way that an angel investor will appreciate and understand what the business is for and what the purpose of the investment will be, and also what the likely exit and therefore the potential for the investor will be. And I think they all made an effort and really were at a high standard of communicating all that information to us this morning. So congratulations to everybody who participated.
Hi, I'm Diane Henry. I'm an angel investor based in New York. And what I saw today, I saw a team of entrepreneurs who were really leveraging the best wisdom of the ecosystem, as they say, in terms of understanding what works about startups, what it means to be a startup, trying to understand what angels are looking for, and really build something new. And I saw like a deep commitment to to sort of advancing the economy of Puerto Rico, but also of really learning how to build something that is lasting and that has real impact in the world beyond Puerto Rico. as well. And so it was my first time here as an angel investor, looking at companies, and I thought it was a really valuable showcase, and I look forward to giving my feedback to all of the presenters.
So it's not my first time in Puerto Rico, but I had a lovely time the first time, and I was so excited to come back just because I think the island is incredibly beautiful and the people are so welcoming. And I thought the pitches today were pretty fantastic, both in terms of diversity of the people presenting, but also in terms of diversity of industries. I thought it was a really nice mix from anything from healthcare to education to ad tech. And I also thought that they were very well prepared. I thought the pitches were very well done. And at the same time, as an angel investor, it was really obvious that there were areas that we could work with them on. And so that's exciting to think about finding a great entrepreneur, but then also being able to contribute and help with their success. So all around, I thought it was a really good showcase.
It was quite interesting to come here my first time at the showcase and see the sort of the intersection of Puerto Rican startups, some of the large companies here, the government involvement, and the interest in New York investors, as well as investors from all around the country. I saw my friend Judy here, just to see what's going on and how we can actually impact the way that Puerto Rico both incubates its own startup scene as well as does business with US-based companies and gets investment from US-based investors. It'll actually be really interesting to see what movement happens there in the future, and certainly I'll be interested to spend more time here and help some of the companies.